to the course editor, right? And we know that somehow the ID is being passed to us. So let's re-implement it so that we can grab that ID and perhaps display it in the editor, right? So we could do that in the course editor. Where's my course editor? Did I close it? The course editor over here. We'd like to maybe display, see if we can grab that ID. You know, if we grab the ID, we can then go out to the server and fetch that information from the server. Let's make sure that we can grab it from here. So we want to do the same thing we did earlier by using maybe match, right? And then we can go into the match and the params, right? And then the course ID, right? Because so we know there's a map there that includes the information. And then perhaps do here match dot params dot, I think we called the course ID, didn't we? Course ID. All right. And it's not quite working, right? It's the match, right? If we use the other syntax where you say component, right, and you provide the name of the component, then those properties are automatically passed to you, right? If we're using the render version, right, we need to do one more thing. If we're using the render version here, the properties are being passed to you as an argument to the function. It calls you with the properties of the router, and then you need to pass them along. All the properties, right? So now what this does is the spread operator creates name value pairs. Attribute value, right? Because that's what the properties are, right? Properties are it's a map, right, of all the name value pairs. So now the properties are being passed, right? And now match works, right? The match object is being passed to me, and then I can go into the params and the course ID. Notice that this course ID is exactly the parameters I'm being passed, right? Whatever I type here, that's what I get, right? But typically it will be from clicking, right? And I get the ID of whatever that particular course is. Make sense, right? Or I can be a little more useful or helpful here, where instead of passing all the properties, maybe I want to pass you the course ID, right? And I can do the unraveling of the properties here instead of sending it over to you all the entire properties, right? That might be a little more easier for the course editor, right? Instead of just sending me all this match, which I don't care for it much, I can pass you exactly what the course editor is, which is going to be the props, the match, the params dot course ID, right? So that's a little easier. It makes more sense for the course editor instead of me passing all the properties that I might not care about all of them. And then in the course editor, I'm grabbing the course ID, right? And this would be the same thing. Should be the same thing, right? Still, I'm passing the course ID. Make sense, right? It's up to you, depending if you need all the properties or if you need just that one property. Make sense?